Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're talking about lasting and particularly lasting tools, particularly lasting pliers. If all you have is a pair of woodworkers pincers, you can go ahead and use that. This one I have modified by welding a bolt to it. As you can see, it does the job. It takes a little bit of getting used to. So these are professional grade lasting pliers, and by my own estimation they are basically wide mount lasting pliers and then narrow mount lasting pliers. This one is a wide mount lasting pliers. Now wide mount pulls, wide area pulls are very important, which is why I used the woodworker's pincers, because it has a wide area where it can catch the leather. In this tutorial I'm going to show you how you can achieve wide area pulls even with a narrow mount lasting plier like I have. So let's get on with the tutorial. So basically, as you might already have guessed, there are basically two types of pulls that you will need to do when you're lasting. You would have those wide area pulls like this one, where you are trying to grab as much leather as you can, pull tightly and snug. And then you have the narrow area pulls like this one, where you're just fine-tuning things. So if all you have is narrow mount plier, how would you achieve your wide area pulls? I'm about to show you that. Of course, number one, you could use a woodworker's pincers, modify it like I mentioned earlier. But the woodworker's pincers is really not designed for lasting, and it may take you some time to get used to how to use it. And then the disadvantage that it has is also it doesn't have that narrow mount, so even when you need to do your narrow pulls, you'll be find it difficult. So I came up with this system where I can use my narrow mount pincers to essentially do wide area pulls. So the trick is by just pulling the pincers way into the leather, grabbing it snugly at the point where the jaws of the pincers are quite wide, and then pulling from those areas. Let's demonstrate what I mean. So as you can see, I'm putting the pincers way into the leather and then pulling. Of course, let's show that again. So I take the pincers, put it way into the work until the area where the jaws are quite wide. Then I now adjust it, pull snug, and then tack. Now this thing has been lasted properly. As you can see, the top line is firm and snug. Now when will you choose to use wide area pulls as against using narrow area pulls? Quick answer is, for all of your cardinal lasting pulls you will need wide area pulls, and then for heel and toe lasting you will need narrow area pulls. If you stick around to the end of this video, you see me demonstrate toe lasting. But let's first talk about wide area pulls and demonstrate it in more detail. So first you put the jaws way in, secure with your hand, and tack. So do that again. You put the jaws way into the work, pull on as wide area as possible before you tack. So basically you need all of these wide area pulls to get your lasting job done in good time, and then so that you're not just lasting bits and pieces of surface areas of leather every time you pull. Now of course you know that the toe is a narrow area, so you will need to use your narrow area pulls when you're lasting that. I'm going to demonstrate that shortly, but let's first of all get this work ready for toe lasting. So I'm still using my wide area pulls to adjust the cardinal nails and fine tune the cardinal tax. I no longer use nails. And like I mentioned, if you haven't seen my video where I demonstrate my lasting procedure, the link is in the description. It's received quite some good reviews, and many people have had their lasting greatly improved from watching that video. I recommend it for anyone who is interested. So we'll add contact adhesive right now and prepare for our toe lasting. While we do that, I'd like to just inform you that in the first week of April, particularly from April the 4th till April the 7th, I'll be hosting, along with my good friend Don Judicious, an online class on making Chelsea boots. So I invite you to sign up for that class. I'll put a link to the registration form in the description. And you know, the first sessions of the course are free of charge. Pattern making of Chelsea boots, springing the vamp of Chelsea boots, very important aspects of Chelsea boot making. So sign up for it. Now let's get down to lasting of the toe. The first pull at the 12 o'clock position when you're finally lasting your toe is a wide area pull. So I pull it like so, secure it in place. All of the other pulls are narrow area pulls where I grab the edge of the leather, twist, and then pull in. I do that on the reverse side, you see, and pull. This way I have no rumples or wrinkles extending beyond the feather edge of the toe. Now all I have done is to last the lining. It is exactly the same procedure that I will use when lasting the upper, and it will come out smooth and flush without any wrinkles, even on very pointy toed shoes. So ladies and gentlemen, that has been the outlay of the tips that I wanted to share with you today. So this is what we finally achieved. As you can see, there were no wrinkles extending beyond the feather edge. Everything is nice, smooth and dandy. Thank you for watching. Consider subscribing, and God bless you.